You have to take a path that's dangerous, and most people want to take the safe path. And the safe path leaves you stuck in quiet desperation almost every time. It's hell.
But can people just make that change? I mean,
yes,
look,
you can,
I believe they
but
can.
you have to plan it out. The way you can change is you have to put aside enough money to give yourself a window. And then you have to have a plan, and you have to spend all your waking hours outside of whatever job you do planning your escape. And you have to come to the realization very clearly that you f***ed up and you got yourself stuck. So whatever you're doing, you have to do it like your life depends on it.
What's up, y'all? I'm Nick. Today I want to talk about financial freedom. In a world where so many people become overnight success nowadays, and there's many different ways of making it where you can be happy, is financial freedom a good way of thinking, or shouldn't you take like that? Or I don't know. I know many people have different ideas of what financial freedom is to them, and for me it's just doing something that you love, or like, you know, do something that you love as a job and being able to make a living off of it. But I know there's an aspect of being able to not have to worry about money and different things, but I feel like that's kind of rare. But I mean, some people do it, but I just honestly don't see how people are able to just live a life not chasing their dreams. It's weird to me, because like, well, for me, I feel like what's the point of most of any of this if you're not going after something that you love to do, or at least try to attempt it? And for a lot of people, I feel like, including me, you could like, sometimes you feel like you're doing something, or you're making progress or something you're doing, but you're actually not making progress, and it's just all in your head. And like, if you're not actually taking action to, you know, trying to make your dream come true, a reality, then are you really doing anything? Like, there's so many people in this world, just like, think about it. I think the percentage of people who are doing things that they love, or things that they like as a job, are really low. I mean, I don't know percentages or anything, but I feel like there can't be a lot of people doing what they like. I always think about people that have worked a job for like 20 years or something. They just give up on their dream, and like, will I ever get to that point? And that's why I like feel like in my earlier years I have to like chase, and no matter what, I have to chase, because what's the point of not going after what you want? Like, just living a life working somebody else's dream, as my friend would say, is not something that I've always wanted to do. And for me, financial freedom means that you have to have a lot of hard work, and you have to have some bit of luck to get to where you want to be, because it all takes somebody to see what you're doing, or give you opportunity, or things just moving in the right place and coming together at the right time. And I feel like with hard work and not giving up, you can see everything that you want it to be come true. So I discussed in my previous video, one of my previous videos, that I feel like decision making is really important, and that goes hand in hand with financial freedom. Like, decisions you make can make such a huge difference. Like, you can spend your whole life feeling like you're doing something right and you're chasing a dream, but if you're not analyzing what you're doing and you're not progressing, you should stop and see what you're doing, and like, try to figure out what's different, or maybe it's just one little thing that you're missing that will change your whole life completely. But that's why I look at decision making so important, because I feel like working hard is just, sure, working hard is a good thing, but what is working hard really doing if you're working hard but not making no progress? So whenever I do anything, I try to make sure that at least I'm making sure that I'm making progress, and try to see what I can improve on, or, you know, try to get better, because nobody's perfect. But you got to realize when you're working hard that sometimes you're going to be bad, and just because you feel like you're working hard doesn't mean that you're doing the right thing. You may be working hard, but try to improve and try to become better. Like, sometimes I see people doing things at different jobs and you can clearly tell that they don't like what they're doing. And sometimes I just wonder to myself, am I going to be just another number in this crowd of people trying to chase a dream? Or like, am I choosing the wrong, going the wrong route and being unhappy doing something just because it makes me money, or just because I feel like I'm stuck in that life? And for me, hold on one second. And for me, I've always had a chip on my shoulder. That was corny. Delete my channel. Alright, cool. But for me, I feel like I've always had a chip on my shoulder. I don't know why, but I just feel like I've always had something to prove. So chasing this dream is something that I will never give up on, because I feel like I've got something to prove, not only, well, not even for other people, but for myself. I feel like I can do a lot of things, but I haven't done anything yet. I don't want to get into a point where I'm like, I heard a term called action faking, to where you feel like you're making progress and doing things, but you're not actually doing anything. Like for YouTube, for instance, you can watch as many videos as you want, but what does that really mean if you don't take action? Till you step out and start implementing some of those ideas and different concepts and different things that you've seen and combine them into your own piece of work or something that you want to do. Financial freedom is a topic that combines all my sit-down videos really together, because I have like this, maybe unnatural, maybe it is natural, but I feel like it's a really unnatural obsession with financial freedom, because I feel like I have this, I don't know when this started happening, but I have this like this hunger for like finding a way out. I feel like there's like a puzzle and you just have to like, no, not a puzzle. I feel like there's like a code that I'm trying to like crack, you know what I'm saying? Like one decision or one way or one option or something that comes along could be that way, but I have to pay attention and make the right choices and go the right way about things and keep going and not giving up. Maybe I should get in line with the long list of people who feel like they can become something, but I feel like there's a way or there's something that I'm missing that will take me the next step to where I want to be. And I feel like there's like a correlation in different stories and movies and different timelines of different things of where people may have been doing something, grinding, and all of a sudden this one thing or this one opportunity or one change that they made changed everything in their life forever. Maybe it's the mindset, maybe it's something somebody told you, maybe it's things that happen in your life. Chasing your dream, trying to make that a reality and make it a living for yourself is what I like to consider financial freedom. Now, money, of course, financial freedom that way to where you don't have to worry about certain things. Well, there's worries come with money too. I know I don't have any, you know what I'm saying? But rappers say it all the time, money don't make you happy, but it'll take some problems away, I promise. But I know that things come along with everything in life, and what's the point if you're not chasing it? Like, what's the point of all of this if you're not chasing what you see in your mind and your ideas? Okay, I see a lot of talks about what it means to be financially free, and I feel like there's a way. There has to be like, I feel like there's a puzzle. I'm back to this. Say there was a puzzle and you're missing this one piece, but you lost that piece somewhere and you're just trying to find it. And once you find that piece, it connects everything and everything starts to come together and make sense, and you have to build off that. And for me, I'm trying to figure out it sooner rather than later, because I don't want to sit here and be thinking and thinking and thinking about how I could possibly do this and possibly do that. I have to just get out here and start somewhere so I can get a general idea of where I should be, what I should be doing, what I shouldn't be doing, the right way for me, what makes me happy, what I even like, because at the moment I feel like I don't know what that is. And I know it's common for you early on to not know what you want, but it's like, I feel like the sooner you know, the faster you can start doing that and improving on what could hopefully become your job. Because who honestly wants to live the rest of their life doing one job that they don't like? That just doesn't make sense to me. It never will make sense to me. And I understand that's a brutal reality for a lot of people. And maybe even me, who knows? But I'm going to at least try. And I feel like there's a certain way or certain code, I feel like there's a certain mental space that you have to be in to understand that the only way you're going to get there is hard working, doing things when nobody is looking, like putting in that extra work when nobody is there, putting in extra work when you don't feel like it, getting up, researching what you want to do, learning more about what you like, because the only way you're going to get something that's not as typical as a college degree and do that job, you have to find ways to get to where you want to be if you don't go the school route in. And for me, like I said, financial freedom is doing something that you love for a living. And the only way I can see for you to be financially free, then you have to chase. Do you think financial freedom is something that is realistic and something you should have on your mind as you working and doing different things and trying to chase? Or do you feel like, well, life is gonna run its course and I'm just gonna work this job? Or are you a person that's gonna chase whatever it is you think that makes you unique or gives you joy in life? And I feel like if you work hard enough, put yourself in the right positions, it's definitely possible. So why not chase it? If you like this video, give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share this video if you found it interesting, and let me know if you agree with anything I said or you feel like you think differently about certain things, because my mind space has changed completely over the past years, and I feel like there has to be a way out of this life that you see people living, like from generation to generation. Like people just work a job that they don't necessarily like, and the cycle continues. Like, I don't want to live that life. But if you agree with this or have any other thoughts, leave them in the comments below. If you have any other suggestions, leave those also in the comments below. But that's it for me. I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
But do you have the guts to fail? Here's my second point about failure. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. I'll say it again. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. My wife told me this great expression: to get something you never had, you have to do something you never did.